Hi, everyone. It's Coach Crystal, and welcome to the Get Crystallized Show. I am your host, Coach Crystal, and like crystals, strong women are made under pressure. We feel pressure to make deadlines at work. We feel pressure before taking an exam. We feel pressure before making an important presentation or proposal. We feel pressure before we go into an interview. For some of us, we feel pressure going back to school or taking a brand new certification or learning a brand new skill. And so pressure is everywhere. However, today, I'm going to be sharing the 7 truths on how pressure is actually a privilege. And I'm going to teach you 7 secrets so that you are ready to face your fears, to feel the fear and do it anyway, and to live your dreams awake. Now, in a recent article in Forbes magazine, it says that it was often said by tennis legend Billie Jean King that pressure is a privilege and has wisdom beyond its simple premise. She has 39 Grand Slam titles, and she was expected to win. People were counting on her. That's another form of pressure. When there are certain expectations by family, friends, your boss, coworkers, your employees, people count on us every single day. And the weight of expectation might crush anybody else except for King. She knew that pressure was her privilege, and she rose to meet it. She was quoted saying, "Usually, if you have tremendous pressure, it's because an opportunity comes along. And that opportunity is when you are able to take it by the helm and not allow your excuses or fear miss out on that opportunity." So King remembers about the phrase, she remembered that phrase on center court at Wimbledon, realizing that she had been dreaming about that moment and she was feeling a lot of pressure. But even then, she was able to appreciate how incredible it was to be standing there. And to me, that emotes the fact that she recognized, although she was under a lot of pressure, although there were a lot of people counting on her, she looked at that moment as a blessing. She realized that not very many people get that opportunity, and she didn't crack under pressure. Because most of the time, she says, if you really think about it, usually it's a privilege. Now, what is the alternative if you don't use that pressure? Recognize that it's a privilege. Realize how blessed you are. Well, then the exact opposite of that is zero pressure. In fact, people have zero expectations of you. There are no records to set. There is no finish lines to cross. There are no awards to be won. There are no grades to work towards. But the problem with that, even though it's super comfy there, you are not able to see what you are truly capable of. There's no chance to really push yourself to your limit. There's no opportunity to serve others. There's no opportunity for you to shine and use the gifts that our good Lord has blessed you with. And the thing is, if COVID has taught me personally anything, that time is so precious. And why waste it? Why not go out there? Yes, feel the fear, but do it anyway. Because what's the point? What's the point if no one is counting on you? What's the point if you have all of these gifts and you're not using them? and you just prefer to stay in the sidelines, to hide in the back. We're here. Each and every single one of us are here because we are meant to serve. We are meant to help people, to change people's lives. I love this saying that pressure might crack an egg, but it can also form a diamond, a crystal. And that's why this show is called the Get Crystallized Show. Because when used correctly, pressure can help you evolve into a strong, beautiful version of you shining whenever the opportunity is given. So, how, like King, she was ready though under pressure. There is no doubt in my mind that she practiced until that practice became permanent. She was ready, although she felt the pressure, because she was ready, because she looked at this opportunity as a blessing. She didn't crack under pressure. It made her a beautiful, shining diamond where she was able to exude strength and she was able to shine under that pressure. But how do we prepare for those opportunities? I have created a term, an acronym, in fact, and it just so happens to form the word crystal. So let's start off with the 7 truths that reveal how pressure can truly be a privilege, so that when the opportunity presents itself, you are ready. So, crystal, starting with the letter C, stands for courage. I say this saying all the time, and it's not only a cute sticker that you can stick on your car, but magic truly happens outside of your comfort zone. Being a health professional for over 17 years, being a mindset specialist and Adler trained life coach, I have witnessed, not only by my own personal experience, but by helping hundreds of women step out of their comfort zone to evolve into the healthiest, strongest version of themselves in mind, body, and spirit. So, what does it mean to have courage? It means feeling unbelievably nervous. Maybe you even doubt yourself. All of those excuses in your head, which are trying to keep you comfortable. That's their job. Excuses, their number one job is to keep you exactly where you are. They don't want you to evolve into this amazing, confident version of you. They don't want you to evolve into the healthiest, fittest version of you. They want you to stay stuck exactly where you are because it's quote unquote comfortable. But courage is when you take that leap of faith and you do the things that are really uncomfortable for you. If we take a look at habits, for example, when you are trying to break bad habits, or when you are trying to create new habits that you know you need to make, because these habits are going to help you become that best version of you, at the very, very beginning, it is unbearable. Take, for example, quitting smoking or trying to develop and be consistent with a new healthy routine. It's unbearable, right? It's really unbearable to start working out for the first time and feel all sorts of muscles that you never even knew you had. But then after a while, it no longer feels unbearable. It moves to what we call now feeling uncomfortable. Okay, you understand that when you work out, you're going to feel sore, but now you understand too that if I continue to work out consistently, that soreness is going to subside. And we're going to be waking up muscles that have been sleeping for a long time, and you're going to start feeling strong. You're going to start feeling, you're going to have more energy. You're going to start sleeping better. And then eventually, those habits are no longer unbearable. They're no longer uncomfortable, but now you are unstoppable. And that's what courage is. It's understanding and willing to feel unbearable at first. And understanding that with time, practice makes permanent, that eventually that thing that makes you nervous is going to feel uncomfortable. But then one day, if you are consistent with it and you are practicing self discipline, remember, self discipline is self respect. When you show yourself respect every single day with your daily practices, eventually you will be just like King, unstoppable. That takes me to R in crystal. So we have C for courage, R are rituals. Now, rituals are basically what I like to look as James Clear coined the term habit stacking, where you take those habits that you know you have to make in order to be courageous and you group 5 to 6 of them together in the morning and 5 to 6 of them together in the evening. We have zero control of what happens in the middle of our day. But if we create morning and evening rituals, we can start our day instead of saying, "Good God, it's morning." We have the choice to say, "Good morning, God." So, what does a morning ritual look like? For me personally, I fuel my mind, my body, and my spirit. I wake up at 5 in the morning. I make my coffee. I have a huge glass of water. I go up into my office, and first I fuel my faith. I open up my Bible, I do my devotional, so I fuel my faith. Then I open up my journal and I journal. I fuel my mind. Then I head down into my home gym and I fuel my body by getting my workout in. So I fuel my mind, my body, and my spirit. And all the while I am performing these morning rituals, I am doing it from an attitude of gratitude. In fact, one of the rituals is now a permanent ritual inside the Revolve Life Method Academy, inside our R3 Inner Circle, we have just completed reading and practicing the 5-day challenge taught by Mel Robbins called the High Five Habit. And every single morning, one of the rituals that we do is we high five ourselves in the mirror, and I will share a quote, whether it is, "I am unstoppable, I am courageous, I am fearless, I am worthy." And we literally share a selfie of ourselves high fiving in the mirror to seal our day because we choose how we want to show up every single day. And then at the end of the day, my personal evening ritual consists of a daily devotional with my family. It consists of reading at least 10 pages from a book and then closing the day by reading I have a Bible study, a Bible reading plan so that I can read the whole Bible in 1 year. And I finish my day that way. So I, again, fuel my mind and my spirit so that I can marinate for the next 6 to 8 hours in a place of gratefulness instead of a place of anxiety, stress, or fear. So C stood for courage, R stood for rituals, and Y stands for YOLO. And we all know that YOLO in itself is an acronym for you only live once. Now, what do I mean by remembering that you only live once? There's a really awesome quote by Nick. I'm going to say hopefully I say his name correctly. Nick Vujicic. This amazing man was born without limbs. He was born with a kind of a leg, but it's really a limb, if you want to call that. He says he has a little tiny foot, but if you look him up, he was born without limbs, without legs or arms. And he was quoted saying, "Risk then is not just part of life, it is life. The place between your comfort zone and your dreams is where life takes place. It's the high anxiety zone, but it's also where you discover who you are." I love that quote, especially where he says that the place between your comfort zone and your dream, that's where life is. It's high anxiety, but it's that place in between the comfort zone and your dream. That's where you discover who you are. So, what I mean by you only live once is, are you taking calculated risks where you might not necessarily be ready. So for example, if we just hone in on fitness, women from all over the world come to me and they're nervous about joining the Revolve Life Method Academy because they have done, quote unquote, all the things and they failed. So they think to themselves, well, what if I join Revolve Life Method Academy and fail? It is a risk. However, what I teach my women who are coming into our program is that it's because you have not proven to yourself that you are the most important appointments you have to make and no longer break. As women, we consistently make promises and commitments to everybody else. But the moment it has to do with making an appointment with ourselves, whether it is meal prepping, whether it is journaling, whether it is meditation, whether it is exercising, we're so quick to break those appointments. And because we continuously break those appointments and we are not consistent and we don't keep those appointments with ourselves, our excuses are like, oh, you can't do it. You're worthless. What's the point? You failed anyway. What I challenge women who come to me is, look, you only live once. It's time to, and I'm not saying you're not going to fail, but what you will learn with R3 is that you're going to fail forward. We are going to handhold you. We are going to challenge you. We're going to create a personalized program for you that is perfect for your specific needs. So jump, take the risk because you only live once. And the ultimate goal that we have for all the ladies that join us in the Revolve Life Method is that we want you to live a fulfilled life full of the activities that you love to do, full of energy so that you can enjoy your family. So many women come to us saying that they are so exhausted by the end of the day, they have zero energy for their family. They have zero energy for their kids who are super energetic, or they feel bad because when it comes to certain activities, because they are not fit, because they are maybe overweight, because they have, no cardiovascular endurance, they always feel left out. And I'm thinking to myself, that's not a way to live because you only live once. So why not, yes, risk, like Nick says, step out of your comfort zone and finally live your dreams awake with guidance, with proper coaching, with a personalized plan. And that leads me to S, which stands for self-confidence. Once you've developed the courage, once you have practiced rituals, your morning and evening rituals, those daily habits that will serve you, once you jump and you understand that you only live once, you will then build what S stands for, self-confidence. Keith Johnson says, the road to confidence is paved by daily accomplishments. And that's exactly what you practice. And that's exactly what we teach inside the Revolve Life Method is we teach you how to be consistent with those habits and how to break the habits that are not serving you. When you do that consistently and you see your body change and you see your mindset change, you are no longer negative. You are no longer being held back by your excuses. Rather, you live in a more positive place. Your self-confidence starts building. Understand that your body, your outside reflection is your outside reflects the daily habits that you practice. Your outside reflection is what you do on a daily. So if you are not happy on the outside, it's because your daily practices got you there. So what we do and what we teach is how to build those daily practices, those daily accomplishments, so that you now are on the road to confidence. And that leads me to T of crystal, which is truth. Once you build your self-confidence, you are going to let go of the lies that have been holding you back. Those lies that sound like, I'm too old, I'm too tired. What's the point? I'm not worthy. I can't do it. All of those lies. Once you build your self confidence, once you have courage, once you realize, oh my goodness, I've been wasting so much time. You only live once. Let me jump and invest in myself for once. Then you start living in your truth. You no longer are imprisoned by those excuses, those ants, automatic negative thoughts that live in your head. And you start living in your truth. And your truth may look like, yeah, you know what? You are courageous. You are worth it. You are confident. You show yourself daily respect because, again, self discipline is self respect. And then you start living in your truth and you become a healthier, happier, fitter, stronger mom, wife, sister, daughter, friend, grandmother. You start living your truth. And then A of Crystal stands for aspiration. Because you are living in your truth, you now have the desire to achieve something greater than you. You want to serve. You actually want to achieve those goals and dreams that maybe you set for yourself when you were young, but you gave up on them. You aspire to be a better version of you. Maybe you aspire to go back to school. Maybe you aspire to open up your own business. Maybe you aspire to become an entrepreneur. Maybe you aspire to become a mother. Maybe you aspire, whatever that aspiration is, you go for it now because you have courage, because you have practiced daily rituals, because you understand you only live once, because you have developed your self confidence, and because you're living now in your truth, you have these big aspirations. And then L stands for learning. You realize that if you are no longer learning, and I truly believe this, and this is what we teach, if you are not learning, you are dying. And you understand that you are always evolving, you're always growing, and you're always learning. Whether it is in your craft, in your career, about your body, about your mindset, you're always learning. And so we teach our ladies inside the Revolve Life Method Academy, what are you learning? What are you filling your mind with? Are you filling your mind with all that is true? Or are you filling your mind with all that is garbage out there? We teach you how to read daily. Why? Because readers are leaders. We recommend different podcasts, motivational podcasts, faith-led podcasts, so that it encourages you. You're always journaling. And that is a practice we teach because we want you to learn about yourself. And that is why the Revolve Life Method is the #1 mind-body transformation and personal development coaching program, because we want you to consistently learn and evolve and grow so that you can achieve all the aspirations you have set out for yourself. And that, the courage, the rituals, understanding you only live once, developing self-confidence, living in your truth, and achieving those aspirations you have for yourself, and constantly learning, that is how, when you face pressure, you will look at it as it is a privilege, because you are ready, willing, and able to conquer anything. And that's why King believes that it was a blessing. Although all eyes were on her, although there was a lot of pressure on her, she thought, but this is a privilege. What a blessing. I want to take a moment now to invite you into a really awesome opportunity. It is our final one of the year. It is our free 5-day Whoop the Scale workshop. Now, this workshop has changed so many lives. It's the kickstart you need so that you never feel defeated by the numbers again. And so if you have not registered, I want to encourage you to click on that link and register. The reason why you want to register is because we're going to assign you your own accountability coach, because we understand that over 5 days, life happens. Maybe one of your kids gets sick. Maybe there's a deadline you have to make at work and you might miss one of the live sessions. I will be going live from Monday, December 6th to Friday, December 10th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. To get the most out of the workshop, you want to attend live. However, if you are unable to attend live, you are going to reach out to your accountability coach, who is basically like your own personal concierge, and you let her know how you want to receive the replay. Also, your accountability coach wants to get to know what are your specific obstacles that you've been experiencing to try to get fit, healthy, or lose weight. Because we have a ton of free resources right here inside the group, and they want to give that to you today. Why wait? We want to serve you now. So they're going to ask to book a quick 10-minute connect call with you. The intention is not to sell anything. It's just to get to know who you are, what are your goals, so that we can give you free resources. And then thirdly, they're going to give you your workbook. Now, this workbook is absolutely necessary to get the most out of the workshop. This is gold. It is going to change your life. And so if you want the workbook, again, you have to reach out to your accountability coach. If you have registered, please check your junk mail, because your accountability coach's welcome email might have landed in your spam box. They have also tried to friend request you on Facebook and have tried to DM you, direct message you, so that they want to open the lines of communication so that they can serve you starting on Monday. It's around the corner. Ladies, this is a free workshop. You have nothing to lose but wait. So I want to encourage you now. Why wait until the New Year's to kickstart your healthy journey? Why not start now? Finish 2021 strong and start 2022 on a roll. It's been an honor to serve you. I hope you got a lot of value from this show. And for those of you who are attending the workshop, I really look forward to seeing you there. And again, I want to encourage every single one of you, attend this free workshop. It is a game changer. If you no longer want to feel defeated by those numbers on the scale, we are going to expand your mind to shrink your waist. Thank you all so much. You are exactly what awesome looks like. Renew, refresh, restore your mind, body, and spirit with us here at R3. Have an amazing day.